Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host of the Grilling to Get Away podcast. Here's my buddy.
What's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
Ben, welcome back to the basement studio.
Thank you, man. It's good to be back.
It is, yeah, man. It's last week we had the wood fire pizza episode with Dina, and got a lot of good response from that one. People wanted to try it out, asking me where can I find some planks. So
people reached out and asked you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. So where can we find some planks?
Did we talk about that in the
We
episode?
did, yeah. So you can find them, at your local, probably Ace Hardware or your local hardware stores. Amazon's got some out there, I think, too. But yeah, they're easy to come by, go out and find them. And if you didn't listen to that last podcast episode where we talked to Dina about her book, on grilling pizza on a plank, go back and listen to it. It's a quick one, but a lot of good information in there.
Yeah, man, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Something different, right? Like,
yeah.
It's super cool. So
And it's super easy too. Like it doesn't take too long to do it. Get some pre-made, pizza crusts or like those
dough.
flatbreads or whatever, and then just put your toppings on and put it on a plank.
Yeah, she has like even the recipes for like the homemade dough and stuff.
Yeah,
in there, man.
yeah.
Like, I mean, she's got.
We like to keep it simple here, Ben. Though.
Yeah, you don't like the sticky stuff.
I don't, man. I don't. It's just like it gets all over the place, and my hands like this isn't cooking. What is this? So that's not my.
This isn't cooking.
That's not my.
Yeah. So for those of you,
my cup of tea just yet, I guess you could say.
Sure.
Right.
But yeah, for those of you that do like to make your own
Yeah.
dough and play and stuff like that, she's got the whole.
Get yourself a bucket of bread from our buddy Chris.
Buddy Chris.
Yeah.
He's got options for you.
Bucketofbread.com.
Yeah, I've got a couple of his packages at home to
Nice.
play with and test out. So maybe that's a good segue into
Summer's coming. Well, the kids are gonna be out of school, so you'll have more
you're
time.
telling me.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have some time to play with some bread and
Nice.
make our own pizza crust or something, and then use the plank and just do the whole thing, man, from A to Z.
Man,
Just get
crush
there and
it.
just have a day where we just make 20 pizzas or something. I don't know.
I'll be waiting for my invite.
I'm sure you will. Your job will
I'll
be
be-
make
I'll
the
be
dough.
I'll be sniffing it.
Your job's gonna be
Ben's
make the
cooking
dough.
pizza. Yeah, man. And we had a couple of events over the weekend. You were out at Meat Fest in Green Bay. I mean, I'm interested to hear how that went for you.
Thanks.
Yeah. How'd it go? How'd it go out in Green Bay?
Dude, it was fun, man.
Meat Fest.
It was a good time. It's just a one day quick hitter and stuff
Yeah.
up there. I had a lot of people come up and like, oh, I bought your stuff last year and stuff. So everyone that came out, man, I just want to say thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. I appreciate you coming up and talking.
Yeah.
There's obviously there's a lot of other like rub and sauce companies that are up in there and stuff. So appreciate you coming and trying our stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of competition out there, a lot of good stuff out there. So yeah, I mean, Green Bay is not a market that we hit too much as far as in-person events. So it's always good to get up there and get the word out about who we are and what we do.
Yeah, man. The weather was awesome. So they had a solid day. Just to have to come out. It's up at the Resch Center, so I got to see Lambeau Field. That was right there.
Wow.
Yeah, and they had like right in the back too, with like the big doors were open, so it was literally just like right there.
Could see it, huh?
Yep. Could just see
Smell
the
greatness.
lions coming into town and just rolling them again, and just.
We'll see, buddy. We'll see. Your starting center just retired. He didn't even want to be part of that anymore.
I mean, yeah.
At 29 years old, he's done.
I don't know what to tell you.
We'll see, man. You guys.
It's time to bulk up, and we'll take his spot.
Okay. Yeah, that's my retirement plan. You play in center in the NFL.
Center for the Lions. Yeah. Good.
Start saving your pennies.
Yep.
I was out at Holy Hill Art Farm. It's always a good time to get out there in Richfield, Wisconsin. Hubertus, Wisconsin, technically. Erin Hills, the women's U.S. Open, was playing at right down the road.
Surprised you didn't go out there.
I tried,
tried to walk out.
Yeah.
You got it.
Which way is it? Tee box. We hitting from the whites or the reds? What are we doing here?
You're Reds all day. Yeah.
But yeah, so it was a lot of traffic out that way because of that. But it was beautiful days out there. They always do a nice job with their events. Live music, drinks are flowing. We saw a bunch of our friends out there.
Yeah.
David and An from Rustic Oak, Old Fashions. Check them out. John the Fudge guy was out there. Sherwood Fudge. Jamie from Black Birch was out there. Women's apparel. Jen's sweet treats, sweet mix. She's local. She's in Chef Pam's kitchen. She does different flavor like Chex Mix and stuff. So.
Oh man, so I know where you were.
Oh
at,
yeah,
man.
oh
You're
yeah.
at the
You got
fudge
some-
guy. You're at
The samples, of course. I'm gonna try. It's research. This is for the
for
business,
the business.
man.
For the business.
Flavor profile.
Smart.
Yeah.
Appreciate you doing what you do.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yep. So thank you to everybody that came out and stopped by, and a lot of people there too came back and got some restock. Sold some guy half a case of sauces. He's like, all right, here you go.
Yeah,
So,
that's awesome, man. Yeah, I had
yeah.
a lady come up and she bought 8 ground pounders.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's a lot of garlic.
it's a lot of garlic.
Yeah.
It's like we got other options.
Yeah, that's all right.
Nah, she
Stock
knows
up.
what she likes, so that's what she told me.
Yeah. Any good conversations about barbecuing and grilling that you had over the weekend?
Man, I talked to a lot of people about like brisket and stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I was like, all right. Yeah, a lot of brisket stuff. And I'd say like pork shoulders, pork butts.
Yeah.
Those seem to be like the two big hitters.
Mhm.
But yeah, those are kind of the main points of kind of barbecue conversation that I had.
Okay. I talked to a lot of people just got flat tops, so Blackstones.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was that kind of crowd out there.
Yeah.
I talked to a few people that, I think we talked about this maybe last week or 2 weeks ago where we saw people moving from pellets back to like charcoal.
Mhm.
Well, this was the opposite this weekend. Like talked to quite a few people that just got rid of their charcoal and just got pellet, so.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it, I guess it varies depending on like where we're at. Like, you know what I mean? This was kind of, an older crowd, I could say, like, because it's kind of an art farm type of thing. So like I
Mhm.
could see them going, to more ease, you know what I mean?
Sure,
So
yeah.
that's not to say like older people don't like to do that, but I could see like they like to not have to mess around with charcoal or anything and just like to,
Not have to babysit as
Yeah.
much. Sure.
especially when you're not like, I guess when you're no longer cooking for more people, like it's just kind of maybe, for yourself or one other person, because the family's moved on and moved out, who knows, but
A whole week worth of
Yeah.
grilled meat. man.
yeah, I know. So
It's the dream.
yeah, but talked to a lot of people that just got flat tops or like enjoy cooking on their flat tops. So talked a lot about smash burgers,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff.
Man, I didn't have as many conversations about what types of grills or
Oh, yeah?
anything that people had.
Mhm.
Like not many at all.
Yeah.
Just it was literally just about like this is what I like to cook the most.
Yeah.
Like, all right, sounds good.
Mhm. Yeah, I think this crowd was like buying a lot of like Father's Day gifts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I got a lot of the females coming up or kids coming up, and I just would talk to them in general about like, hey, what kind of smoker does your dad have, or what kind of grill or whatever. So that's kind of how the conversations went a little bit more, as opposed to just like, hey, this is what I got for this type of cut of meat or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, but it was a good time. Good to be back out there. This is the first one in a few months, I'd say, that we've been back out, kind of
Mhm.
hitting the road. So now we're gonna start hitting it hard here during the summer. So if you're out and about and you see us out, stop by and say hi. But we're getting into peak grilling season, I'd say. Kids are gonna be out of school. Things start slowing down a little bit. It warms up outside, and one of the best things you can do. One of the best things to cook, man, is like burgers. When I think summer, man, like I think of hot dogs, brats, and burgers. What about you?
Same.
Yeah.
Same. You and I we talked yesterday. I was like, dude, let's talk burgers.
Let's talk burgers.
Let's talk burgers, man. Let's dive into it. I always go back to like, do you remember that one day, man? It wasn't summer anymore. It was like what, October, November. Like you and I, this is so
At your house? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
we had
talking
like a corporate job still.
Yeah.
Man, and we made
Monster burgers.
Monster
man. It's
burgers.
huge, like
But, well,
almost half a pound.
I was
man.
like, how much meat did we do? We had
Dude,
at
like I
least
brought
2
like over
pounds.
like
3 pounds?
the ground beef and like the packages, and I'm pretty sure like we just split it in half and
absolutely, yeah.
made like half-pound patties and
With
went
and
to
had
town.
the cheese whips.
Yeah.
Woo!
Haven't done that since,
The heart's still trying to recover from
right,
that
yeah,
one.
that was like 3 years ago.
Man, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was awesome. I'll never forget.
Dude, it was
that
like
one.
I think it was like raining outside, so we had to pull the grill into
yeah,
the garage
in the
a little
garage,
bit.
and then
We were just hanging out.
hell yeah. I think
Yeah.
we had some cigars and stuff.
Yeah,
and
just-
the burgers were just smoking and
Oh,
stuff.
man.
It was solid.
Getting hungry now, Ben.
Yeah,
Thinking about that.
those things were massive.
Drooling. Yeah.
They were massive. Like, yeah, the cheese whips. What else did we put on top of
Dude,
that?
maybe bacon. I think we had some bacon
yeah.
out there. Obviously,
Yeah.
like maybe some onions, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we just topped those things. Back.
Yep.
It was a great
It
day.
was like, oh man.
I don't think I ate for like 2 days after that.
I went home after you left. Probably ate again.
Yeah,
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it was like I remember too. It was like I was just like sweating meat. Like,
Oh yeah,
for like it was so.
that was good.
Those are some of the best burgers we've ever made.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
It's right up there. But yeah, summertime burgers, dude. Like, and we talked a lot about smash burgers in the past, and I've kind of gone back to a little bit more traditional. Using my patty maker. That's just great, man. So when you're doing burgers, man, talk to me, through your process. Yeah.
So honestly, like I don't think you can ever make burgers like the exact same every single time.
Gotta switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of using like throwing some Worcestershire sauce in there.
So you're starting like, okay, so
where do you want to start, Greg?
let's talk. Are you buying frozen patties from like the store and then like throwing them on, or are you doing like getting ground beef and then you're mixing it yourself?
I'm getting ground beef and mixing myself.
Okay,
that's
kind of like
more,
an 80-20 mix, or
yeah,
80 to 20 fat.
Mm-hmm.
You put anything else in there? You putting like pork? You putting like ground up pork or turkey or anything? Just straight up ground beef?
Straight up ground beef.
Okay.
My wife did get just recently a thing of like ground turkey the other day.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I stared at it for probably like 5 minutes.
Like,
Have you done ground turkey burgers?
It's been a while, but yeah. You gotta watch those. You gotta add a little fat to it, man. Like otherwise they're gonna dry out real good. They're gonna just be all crumbly and stuff.
Perfect. Yeah.
So you gotta add some, bacon fat to it, or you gotta add some, lard to it or something like that, man. Otherwise it's gonna dry out.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make some good ones without adding any fat to it, but it's gonna you gotta watch them.
Gotta be fast.
Yeah. Gonna dry out pretty quick.
Yes, that's kind of what I thought too. I was like, all right, well, we'll figure something. I was like, I'll talk to Greg about this. I feel like he's probably done.
I've done some turkey. We like to do
burgers.
turkey tacos, man. Just put some, our Southwest seasoning in there and that kind of stuff. Meatballs, you could mix that in with some meatloaf too, dude. Like, but usually I'm mixing in some beef or some fat with it.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. It was like out on the counter. And I was just kind of like,
what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
But
I did make that sweet potato turkey chili once, but it's always chili season. But now we're looking to get back out there and do some traditional stuff. So okay, you're doing the ground beef, and then what you putting some Worcestershire sauce in there. What else you doing?
Man, I might do some beer.
Woo!
Might do some beer in there. Also do like it just depends. Just depends on the day. There's times where like I'll kind of mince up some onions, toss those in to pop in there, like maybe some jalapenos and stuff. Yeah. I just asked my wife the other day too. I was like, what would you think of if we did like some pickled up some like jalapenos and some onions, and then we put those on some burgers and stuff. So that crossed my mind.
Dude,
I like that idea.
I saw. So I saw some smash burgers that way. So it was on the flat top. So like they had the flat top, and then they had.
Where'd you see this on?
I don't know, one of the social medias, one of the interwebs. So it was like they put the onion down, and then they put the jalapeno sliced on top of it, and then they let that cook just a little bit, so it warms up a little bit, crisps up a little bit, and then they put the meat on top, and then they smash it down. So it really like you're smashing in the onions and the jalapenos into the top of the burger.
I like it.
Yeah,
sounds good.
And when you top it, you just when you turn it over real quick, and then you top it with a little bit of cheese. Whatever cheese you like, pepper jack maybe.
Yeah.
So that's reminding me talking about that. So yeah, I mean definitely it's a can't go wrong with some onions and some jalapenos if you're looking to spice it up a little bit.
No, man. Definitely not. If you're not part of that spicy crowd and stuff, I think we talked about this probably like a year ago, man. But like sometimes I'll use QRF, like our bold traditional style barbecue sauce. I think we both tried it last year too. We made
sloppy joe. I made sloppy joes with that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I love it when sloppy joes. I put that stuff in like some baked beans, a nice like barbecue flavor, and throw that out on the grill and let it smoke for a bit. It's pretty solid. But like if I do like some barbecue burgers, like I'll do, it's kind of some like. Put a little bit of that in there, so you kind of get some of that barbecue, like kind of the sauce flavor into the meat and stuff, rather than just like drizzling it on top at the end. Build it in there a bit. But we did it with the maple whiskey sauce too.
Oh yeah,
like you tried that, and then I tried like a week or two later.
Yep.
Man, you can't go wrong. Like I love some good barbecue burgers and some nice crispy bacon on top and stuff with maybe some lettuce and some.
And that's the great thing about burgers is like you can just there's endless possibilities out there.
It's a blank canvas.
Yeah,
Greg.
you do what you like, and then you just switch it up the next time.
Yeah,
or you keep it simple and just like season it with some of our seasonings and put it on the grill, and then you're good to go.
Yeah. You can keep it as simple as you want to, right? Well, pepper, a little salt, and like some garlic or something. Like, oof.
Yeah. Can't go wrong there. So when you're doing this, and let's just say we're doing like traditional burgers, are you smoking them a little bit, or are you just throwing them on right over the top of the coals?
It depends on how many I'm doing.
Okay.
To be honest, like if I'm doing like a good amount, I'll probably smoke them just a touch and then pop them over.
Sure.
Or I'll kind of go the opposite, right? Where I'll pop it, have it over,
char it up right away, like a reverse sear.
Yeah. Then move it off and just let them stay warm a bit, and then just kind of move them over, throw some cheese on there, slap the buns on, toast those buns a bit.
You gotta toast the buns, man. It kicks it up another notch.
It does.
You put a little butter on there, but you gotta watch it, man. Otherwise, they're gonna burn.
See, I don't even put butter on mine.
You don't?
No,
okay.
I just pop them right.
I love a little butter, and then I will put a little bit of like a garlic seasoning.
Put a little seasoning on there. I like that.
So it's almost like a garlic bread type thing. So
bread burger. Put a little marinara sauce and some mozzarella cheese. Look at you, Greg. Huh? It's a whole recipe right there.
Put butter on your bacon? Yeah.
How do you cook it?
Yeah, I don't want it to
You're not
stick.
supposed to do that?
Yeah, man. So like that. Yeah, you gotta toast the buns.
Yeah.
I like a nice brioche bun sometimes.
Yeah.
When I'm feeling saucy.
Money bags, huh?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. One time
I'm over here buying the 99-cent white ones.
Hey, man. Yeah.
No, they work out great. I don't mind.
Good. Yeah. So like you gotta watch the buns so they don't burn. You know, but you gotta crisp them up a little bit. It takes it to a whole nother level. All right. So you're smoking them maybe a little bit, and then like, do you like it pink inside, or you like doing well done?
No, I'll go for mine. I'll kind of go like anywhere from medium rare to medium, kind of hover right around that realm. But for obviously like, I mean the kids, man, like it's at least medium for them.
Sure.
Like, I mean they don't care if it's a hockey puck they're gonna eat it. Like just
douse it with ketchup. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Have a burger with that ketchup.
Yeah, jeez, man. And like just throw a ton of pickles on there and ketchup, and like
they love the pickles.
Yeah. No, my daughter she'll do like tomatoes on there and stuff, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I want buns," and I like look, and they're like, "They need the buns."
Why did I do this?
You told me you wanted buns.
Oh, I guess I can't. Eat the pickles, eat the meat.
Sure. So, I don't know. I got full.
Well, at least they're eating the good stuff.
Hey,
not
fine,
filling up on bread.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Olive Garden and you eat like all the breadsticks
before the meal comes.
Yeah.
Got
me again.
Refill on these, right?
Or the tortilla chips before,
Well, that's I mean,
but good for them, good. Like, but yeah, my kids crush the pickles too. Like it's just like, can I have some pickles? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Here you go.
Fine. Yeah. So like we've got this massive like cucumber too, and I was thinking about like kind of chopping that up and putting that in with the jalapenos and the onions. Wow. So like that'll kind of take on a little bit of like the heat to it as well, but then you'll get maybe some sweetness too. Yeah. So we'll see, man. Gonna kind of play a bit and kind of see what comes out. So
all right. So let's assume, because this happens quite a bit. You're cooking for a large party or whatever like that. So you just keep it easy. So you go and get like the frozen patties, right? So they come in the frozen.
I haven't done that in forever.
Yeah.
When was the last time you brought like the frozen patties like that?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But like when I'm going over to places, like I see it. Like sure. You just take it's because it's easy, right?
Yeah.
It's easy. You go to Costco, you get a big like sleeve of like frozen burgers.
They have who was telling me Chad. He was telling me he gets the like brisket burgers or something like that from there when he does. He'll go out to like events and stuff.
Really?
Like,
really?
Dude, they're pretty solid. So
I don't know. Are they frozen?
Yeah.
Really?
I already I guess like
the brisket burgers,
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Either brisket or Angus burgers. I think he said brisket.
Okay.
I'm not positive anymore.
Yeah, I don't get out to the Costco, so I don't know what's out there.
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, we've been just doing our own.
Yeah, because we get the ground meat, ground beef from the cows we get butchered and stuff like that. So it's just you want burgers? Okay, pull out a pound and a half or 2 pounds from the freezer. Let's make sure we get that defrosted. But I think
about the graduation parties.
Yeah, people cooking. What if you happen to come across some frozen patties? Are you now? You don't defrost them though, right? You just throw them on frozen, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I've seen people do that, like just throw them on frozen.
Yeah.
All right. And then you just kind of char them up. Yeah, I'm assuming they defrost that in the middle. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But you got season them at some point, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You season them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I just crush whatever favorite burger season you got.
Yeah. I mean, I know like if you're out there at a party and stuff, right? Like it's free $99 for you to eat. So just
Okay, here you go. Here, I saw this last night. You know, Crosby had a baseball game last night, so they had the concession stand open. And, you know, they got volunteers. You got to volunteer for these things. So, like, I'm watching because I can see the concession stand from where I'm at because they got the flat top out there. Mm-hmm. So I'm just watching and see what's going on. Like, oh, what kind of, you know, what they got going on? And they're firing up the burgers and stuff. And, you know, dad, you couldn't figure it out. So I'm, like, watching, like, it's going by, like, 10 minutes. And, you know, it's not my place. Like, it's not my day to volunteer or anything like that. But
it's not your day to, every day is your day to volunteer.
No, stop that, you know. This podcast.
You're gonna sit there and watch them struggle. Just like,
well, you know, I was like, I don't know what's going on over there. Like, I don't know if they had enough in the propane tank or what. But like, he's out there, and then finally, some other guy comes out from inside the thing, and I think they got it going because I could start smelling it. But I don't know how many they were cooking on there. But, sorry, that's just a sidetrack, man. I just saw that. Like, if you're volunteering for those, you know, make sure you kind of know your way around the grill, okay?
Man, and here you are just sitting there. You got a big smile on your face, or you're just like over here, like just,
you know, anytime I see someone wheel out a grill or you know, someone cooking, I'm interested to see. But you know, it's.
Were they cooking it in the shed or did they pull it outside?
Oh, you pull it outside, yeah, of course, yeah.
You never know, man.
Yeah, you never know. But yeah, just if you see somebody struggling, help them out.
Well, maybe take your own advice there. Huh?
Well, you know, I was watching my kid play baseball, but
yeah.
There, sorry for the sidetrack there.
That's all right, man. I got so I found this list for you. I'm always excited to share a list with you, but it's 19 grilled burger recipes to make all summer long.
19?
19, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
so,
somebody compiled 19 recipes.
Yeah. This is updated July 2023.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna like maybe 3 of them.
No, man.
These never go well. We always talk about that. Well, maybe it's different because it's burgers.
You got 19 options.
Yeah, so
numbers are on our
Don't
side
come
here.
over here with like some vegan option.
I haven't gone through the whole list, to be honest. I went through like the top 3. And I was like, all right, this is
good enough.
Yeah, let's play with it.
Let's get the blood pressure going. Okay.
Yeah, man. So right away, you got your beef burgers, thick and juicy home ground grilled cheeseburgers, traditional
grilled cheeseburgers. Now, do they have like the big Texas toast on that?
No, it's just like traditional bun.
Wow, that's huge. How are you supposed to get your mouth on that?
Yeah, flatten it down.
Yeah.
It's like
there you go. There's a tip. Flatten it down. No, but when you said grilled cheeseburger, like that's like grilled cheese.
No.
I guess I put the grilled cheese and then the burger are different.
You're overthinking.
Yeah, I was. I was like, man, I could see that. Some big,
solid,
big like Texas toast and then like a grilled cheese with the patty.
Start our own list, man.
There you go.
Start
like with the smash burger in the middle, man. Whew. Oh, write that down.
Yeah, isn't that like a patty melt kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Delicious.
Oh man,
they had they had something like that up at Meat Fest this weekend. They had food trucks, right?
Yeah, I bet that crushed.
Oh my god. Well, it was so a guy that I know, he came kind of towards the end, and then he went out and like he was checking out to see if they had the food trucks, and he got something, and he came back and was like, "What'd you get?" And it was like, so it was ground beef, right?
Mm-hmm.
And almost kind of like they had cooked it up.
Yeah.
Okay, not like a patty, but like cooked it up so it was nice and fine and stuff like that. And then they almost kind of like melded it together and just slopped just some cheese on it, man. And
like nacho cheese?
Yes.
Oh,
and it was just
man.
like, and then put it on like a bun, almost like a like a sloppy Joe, like grilled cheese sloppy Joe was all extra sloppy, you know.
That's like beefy mac MRE.
Delicious.
With some jalapeno, cheddar cheese. Heat it up.
You should have seen this thing because I was like, "What'd you get?" And he's like, "Oh," he was like, "Tell me about." I was like, "Let me see this," because he's like, the guy told me not. He's like, "Don't eat it here. Probably take it home. And, like, eat at home. You're gonna want napkins.
You're gonna need a fork and
no way.
No.
But it was just all this ooey gooey cheese. It was just spilling out everywhere and like.
How do you sell it and then say take it home? Like.
Well, it was like kind of getting towards the end of the event and stuff. So it was like, and I think he said he wanted it to go anyway. He's like, you're gonna want to use some napkins at home. So, all right. So back to it. So we got the thick and juicy home ground grilled, solid. Here we go. Barbecue bacon burgers.
Yeah.
Man. Yep.
Barbecue
delicious. You got
bacon.
the onion on there too. Like they got like an onion, just like.
Do you like
thin.
that much onion? Like that's like
No.
that's a lot of onion.
Yeah, that's a lot of onion.
You're just biting into it. You're just gonna get all onion. But yes, bacon good.
Yeah,
barbecue good.
Yeah, he's got some cheese on there and stuff too. They're using. they got some barbecue sauce too. And then the McWhopper, Greg. Holy jeez.
McWhopper. This thing's like homemade McWhopper.
Yeah, so it's got so you have like your bun, and then on the bottom it's got a layer of like pickles, tomatoes, and then a meat patty with some cheese on there, and then another bun, and then like
Thousand Island.
Yeah, it's like Thousand Island, and then another patty, and then looks like some lettuce and maybe some more pickles, and then your top bun, dude. Like you talked about the first one, like get your mouth on that.
Oh
one.
My gosh.
Yeah, things.
That's not a McDonald's one. You know what I mean?
That's
a thick one.
This is a homemade one.
Like these thin ones you get now.
Yeah, definitely like smash burger style, but they're definitely thicker.
Man, delicious.
Here you go, Greg. Quadruple chili cheeseburgers.
Quadruple heart attack? Blocked arteries?
It's not too bad.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That one I could get my mouth on, man.
Yeah, right. So this one they use, it's a lot of chili. So like he uses like green chili. They've got throw chilies on the burger from like everything you can think of. There's pepper jack cheese, pickled jalapenos, chipotle mayo, and roasted poblanos. Yeah.
Delicious.
So
I like it.
Yeah, it's got a nice kick to it. Looks pretty solid. Pimento jalapeno cheeseburgers.
This one, like, so Masters was a few weeks ago, right?
Yep.
So pimento cheese. Have you ever had one of those? I've never had one of those. We should make those.
We can make those.
So I didn't even know what pimento is.
I didn't either, man. And have you ever tried just even pimento cheese?
No, that's what I just said. I don't even know.
Well, I didn't know if you're like talking about like a sandwich or anything with pimento cheese.
Not that I am aware of.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
I might have at some point, but I didn't know.
Some days we're really cultured, other days we're just not even close.
You know, this is what this podcast is for, man.
All right. Yep. So I don't know, pimento cheeseburger, solid. Ooh, teriyaki burger, Greg.
I was afraid of this. I'm not a big fan of teriyaki.
I'm not either.
Okay.
I'm not either. It's not my top choice. I don't really use it very often, especially like chicken or anything like that.
No, I know people love it, but like it's just not my thing.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, move on. I mean, it looked all right. Let's see. Grilled black olive burger with Japanese vinegar.
Black olive burger.
Mm-hmm.
So is it beef still? A beef patty with the black olives on it?
Yeah, I guess.
And then Japanese what?
Vinegar.
Because I don't know what that is. I'm going to pass.
Okay. It looks like it has it's got melty Swiss cheese on it.
Oh, that looks okay.
It's almost like an olive burger. But have you ever had a burger with black olives? I've always had like if I've ever had an olive burger, like I'm not a huge fan. My mom always got them. I remember, but it's always like green olives. I don't know about this black olives.
No, but yeah, that's not Crosby would probably crush that. He loves black olives.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, not my taste.
All right.
But I guess if you cover it with enough cheese, it'd be okay.
Here you go. Grilled Korean style burgers with kimchi mayo and pickled daikon. I don't know what that is.
Let me see a picture of that. Too much. Too much going on, man. Too much. That's a lot of stuff, man.
That's a lot of stuff.
And then you got dipping sauce on the side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you know, if you're looking for like a podcast where we talk about like 10 to 20 different like toppings or layers for a burger, then this isn't your podcast.
No, man. So here, Cajun burgers, spicy peppers.
Yeah, I can see that.
This has got some blue cheese on there.
Yeah,
but like with see blue cheese like crumbles.
It looks good. That one looks appetizing. Cajun, I guess you can see that.
All right, here we go. Szechuan peppercorn burgers with chili, ginger, mayo, and cucumber pickles.
Again, too much.
Let's see. Oh, jeez, man.
Now we're getting into it.
Yeah, we're diving in hard. Samita burger with refried beans, chipotle mayo, avocado, and Oaxacan cheese.
Let me see that. I'd smash that.
That's a T-shirt right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a thin layer of refried beans on the bottom. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'd scrape those off.
Oh, here you go. Hot Hawaiian burgers. Spam, pineapple, Swiss, and sriracha.
I was waiting for the spam. Dude, man, I saw.
It looks like a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, it does. It's got the English muffin there for the buns. Dude, I saw some guy wearing a spam hat this weekend. I was like, man, did you pay for that? Or did you get that for free? You get eat so many cans and you just send in the tops and so whatever.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
Send in the tops? Is that a thing?
Is that a thing still? I don't know.
Has that ever been a thing?
I don't know, man. But I was like, man,
do you have a hat?
Someone paying you to wear a spam hat?
No way. Let's see, dude. Argentina asado burgers with seared provolone and chimichurri. So again, this is kind of something different, man. I don't know.
That's something different, like a thin, like almost a ciabatta type of bread.
Yep. All right. Ultra smash burgers. Now we're talking, Greg. Double patty. Yeah, he's got some onions and pickles. Solid. Just a traditional.
Oh man, yeah.
All day.
Oh yeah.
Sign me up for that one.
10 of them.
All right, dude. Now we're getting into. If this just says other burgers, so I think we're out of the beef section.
Okay.
So we got.
Don't give me no tofu.
We'll
vegan.
See. We'll get there.
Right.
Best lamb burgers.
Okay, yeah, I can. Yeah, lamb is good. I had a couple people ask me about lamb this weekend.
Did you really?
Yeah, like a rack of lamb or like a lamb leg.
Let's see. Some goat cheese on there. It's right here. Homemade vegan burgers that don't suck is what it says.
I don't believe it.
Pass. Let's see. Really awesome black bean burgers. Sure.
So pause there. I will say, I have made black bean burgers before.
Of course, yeah. And you're sitting here like, don't talk to me about vegan.
You're right.
It's
been like years, but that reminded me of it because
weeks ago.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, so my wife she's more plant based, so she's got like these cookbooks of Yeah. So we would make these patties, and those are ones you kind of have to freeze. Because they're beans, right? Yeah. They're black beans.
This is like, dehydrated black beans, chopped cashews, panko bread crumbs.
Yeah. It's not bad because I think this...
Would you put a bunch of ketchup on it?
It wasn't ketchup.
Salsa?
No, what was it? There was I think she made like a mayo type of sauce to go on top of it. So not mayo, but like...
Chipotle mayo?
Yeah, something like that. So it was like... It tasted okay. So I'll say that. A lot of seasoning.
You're
still grilling it.
How to hold together?
Decent. So I used my patty. If I can remember correctly, I used my patty maker and then still smoked them a little bit and still grilled them up a little bit. So not bad.
All right. So this is a vegetarian recipe, but not a vegan one. It says we use egg as a binder plus mayo. I don't know. Cotija or feta cheese for extra moisture.
No, too much.
Too much. There you go.
Just get the beef.
Pass. Salmon burgers with remoulade and fennel slaw.
I've seen them. I haven't had them.
Burgers. I don't know.
I'd be intrigued to have that.
I don't know if they don't really look like they'd be done on the grill though, man.
I think they are. Yeah.
They're more like they're breaded.
Okay.
Yeah, more like they're breaded. I don't know. Mini pineapple teriyaki glazed salmon burgers with avocado.
Sure, I'd try it.
You would try it?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not a fan of avocado.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. And that's the list, dude.
That is, man. That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. What didn't they have on there I thought they were going to have on there?
Tofu. You mentioned tofu.
Yeah, no tofu on there. They had the Spam.
And you thought they were going to have
I didn't see anything with like pulled pork, man. So like usually like I've seen like
what about like chorizo?
Like a burger with pulled pork on it. A chorizo,
you ever seen chorizo burger?
No, I think it's usually like a topping or something like that. Or add-on.
Just add on to the burger?
Yeah. Man, what other things have we seen recently that wasn't on that list? Yeah, I mean the straight up smash burger.
The Juicy Lucy, man.
Juicy Lucy, there you go,
That's
man.
One of my, I know we've talked about that and stuff in the past, and like, they're like, so I've been seeing stuff too, man, like stuffed burgers. Like I thought there'd be more like kind of some stuff like just, and they're like they obviously
because that's not bad. That's not hard to do. You just make your patty, make a little dent in there, and then put whatever filling you want in there, and then top it up with the rest of the ground beef.
And those are fun. We've done those before.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, Juicy Lucy.
Yep.
Man, I've been seeing recently brat patties. So like you buy your regular brats and the packages or whatever, and then you take the casing off and then you form a patty. So it's like a brat burger.
Yeah.
Man, you growing up as a kid, man, I think I remember like we'd have like those almost mozzarella type of like burgers, I guess you could say. So it was like a beef patty, and then you have like your marinara sauce, and then like
cheese stick.
Well, like cheese, some like provolone on top. So it was like a pizza burger.
Ooh. Or some pepperoni on top.
Yeah. Oh, getting hungry, man.
So I saw this one recipe. And Greg, so it was this guy that he did. It's like the hot dog burger. So he had like, it was like half pound of ground beef, dude. And then, so he flattens it out, right? And then, he seasons both sides, and he takes 2 hot dogs and he puts them in the middle. and then he puts like some cheese kind of almost like along like the hot dogs, and then you take the other side of the patty and you like almost like fold it over.
Oh.
You just smoke these. You smoke them for like a half hour, like kind of, flip them, whatever, and then like pop them over the coals, just kind of char them up just a touch and stuff. Like, but it was literally like this giant patty that had like 2 hot dogs in it, man. I was like, oh, I gotta tell Greg about this.
That's too much.
This ain't, he said you could do brats. You could do. I was like, man. Holy cow! Like,
so like when we're at state, those
keep the heart going.
Yeah. So this one too, man. So when we're at State Fair, dude, like you see the donut burgers, man, where they got like the bun is a donut.
Yeah.
And they got this big old patty of, I could say, sweet, savory.
I don't know if I could do that, man.
No, it's too much, man.
Especially like
you talk about napkins, man. Like
if I did
are you putting ketchup on that or no?
No,
because of the donut.
No.
So just think about like these like Krispy Kreme glazers, man, and then
so,
like, you cut it in half, and then that's your bun, and then you put like a patty and cheese on it.
So then
man, that's
I'm throwing
much.
Like some bacon on there and like an egg.
That's too much.
Oh, that's a lot, dude. I'll be honest, like I think the only way I would ever try something like that is if I was at home. Like I wouldn't want to be seen. Oh, I'm not even seeing, man. I'd just be like so scared, like my stomach's gonna turn on me real fast. Like screw you.
Bathroom,
yeah.
Man.
What do you think you're doing to me?
Yeah, right.
Thought this was a good idea.
Dang, man. What other things have we seen as like buns? Like so you just like your regular traditional cheeseburger, but then
I've seen like lettuce. Like
lettuce,
take, like the lettuce and like the.
But I'm thinking like meat, like
meat for like.
Dude,
buns?
I've seen like people use like you said, cutting like hot dogs or things, like using that as the bun. You know what I mean? Like so, sure. Like just some crazy stuff. Like, but. That's the thing. Like, you do whatever you want, I guess. Like, so there's so many options out there, a lot of crazy stuff, man. But give me a good classic smash burger, with some onions or whatever, or give me a good just charred, grilled burger, dude, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, like the breakfast burger, right? So like, I mean, again,
you get some like pork sausage burger. Like,
well, or you could do like, you got your patty, right, and then you throw in like you do like the smash burger on the patty, and then you have like some hash browns, and you smash that down too, right?
Yeah.
And then you throw like some bacon on, some eggs, and then you use like the biscuits or
waffles,
the English muffin. Yeah, the waffles. Jeez, man. Holy cow. Lots of stuff, man.
Oh, see, it's just whatever your fat mind can create.
Let's play, Greg. Let's play, man.
But when we go out, man, that stuff sells, dude. Like I can't tell you how many freaking spiral potato with just cheese.
There you go. The nacho burger, taco burger,
with
Greg.
Bacon bits and Parmesan cheese.
It sells,
all over it. Yeah,
sour
cream. Mm-hmm. Yeah, ranch
on the burger.
Yeah, on the spiral potatoes and stuff. But yeah, man, a lot of options out there, a lot of crazy stuff, dude. Man,
yeah, I was at home one night with Ken's, and it was just the two of us, and I think I shared this on the podcast. But I was like, hey. Like my wife and my son were gone, whatever. It's just us hanging out. I was like, want to do burgers tonight? And she was like, yeah. I was like, do you want to go spicy burgers? And she was like, yep.
Nice.
I was like, oh, I love you so much. And I was like, let's get we got like some of those hot fries.
Oh man.
And we put those on the burger.
That's right. Yeah. I think you remember.
I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah. Didn't you crush them up, or did you just put them right on top?
I just put them on top.
Okay.
Just put them on top. With some pepper jack cheese.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember. Like we use. I know I put put some hot sauce in the burgers and stuff.
Man.
And
that's crazy. Were you sweating it out?
No, it was fine. It wasn't too bad. Okay. Yeah. I mean, she was fine. She didn't.
Okay.
Good. I didn't put a ton in there. I wasn't trying to kill anybody. But it was
next
just
time you should crunch them up and put them in the
there
mixture. Yeah,
they get soggy, dude.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I figured it'd be kind of gross in there.
You like the crunch.
Yeah, put it on towards the end and stuff. Kids put like the flaming hot Cheetos on this.
Tell me about that.
Yeah,
man. Well, a lot of good options, man. I'm looking forward to getting out there and maybe playing around a little bit too. Some good ideas. Definitely like that idea, like a barbecue burger or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, good episode. I think there's a lot for people to chew on. Get that? Yeah.
Nice. Well done, Greg.
I just want to make a mention that we opened registration for our backyard barbecue competition in Greendale, Wisconsin. It's going to be August 31st, which is the Sunday right before Labor Day. So if you are in the area and you'd like to join us to compete, we'd love to have you out there. It's sausage and ribs again. It's always a great time. We got a lot of new we got a few new teams already signed up. We got a lot of old teams that have been with us for a while sign up as well, which is awesome. We love it when people come back. But this is open to anybody. You know, you can, even if you've never competed before, this is kind of your competition to get started. If you're looking to just have a good time, raise some money. We're raising money for Fisher House, Wisconsin this year, which is like a Ronald McDonald House for veteran families while they're getting care at the VA here in Milwaukee area. So we'd love to have more people sign up. New people are always welcome. We got I think we got half the slots, just about over half the slots already signed up, and we just opened this up last week. So they'll probably fill up fast. So if you're listening to this and you want to get in with us, we'd love to have you. But that's Labor Day weekend. That's Sunday before Labor Day. This will be our 5th annual, where we got some awesome stuff lined up. Matt with the Big Green Egg is going to come out. He's going to bring his setup. So we have the Big Green Egg out there answering questions, maybe doing some demos. Anthony from Lit Beard is going to be out there again with his tent and stuff. And then just a lot of cool stuff with Jack Daniels doing special drink menu and stuff like that. So even if you don't want to cook, just come out, hang out, and buy some raffle tickets, a lot of raffle items and things like that. All the money's going straight to the Fisher House. So love to have you out there and see you out there. All right, man. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like Greg said, too, I mean, it's pretty laid back. Just the biggest things are turn-in times, right? Like, meat's all provided. You don't have to do anything. You get it in the morning of. Just show up and chef.
Bring a tent, bring a table, bring some chairs, bring your smoker. We do have electricity available if you need it. But then just get ready to have a good time and cook some delicious food.
Yeah, it's again. The rules are very limited.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd say we do have some rules and things like that. It's not the Wild West out there, Ben, but it's definitely not KSBC or whatever, KCBS, rules or anything like that. So it's a good starter one if you're looking to maybe test the waters of a competition, because you can get timing down and you can get kind of the feel. And there are a few people that have gone on to compete in other places, or we've had a lot of people start food businesses after they've gotten a taste of what it's like. So it's definitely a welcoming environment for people to get started. And even if you don't have no aspirations to do, anything after this, man, just come out and have a good time and cook some meats and have some drinks and cigars and things like that. So looking forward to that, man. This is our 5th year. Who'd have thought? And we're looking forward to raising some good money. All right, man. That's all I got.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, and get out and grill, man.
Yeah. Take it easy.